This ballad was Crystal Gayle's first #1 hit as a singer, and writer Richard Lee's first song to be cut.
I thought, well, you know, I'd just sort of think in terms of something she could sing, because she outsung everybody in town.
Don't know why I've been so blue. Don't know what's come over you.
Their second collaboration proved even more fruitful.
And gonna make my brown eyes blue.
I knew Brown Eyes was going to be special. I didn't know how special. I just knew that I wanted that song first off of the album. So I felt if I didn't release it, somebody else was going to record it and release it.
I can go anywhere that radio has been, and I'll make a friend based on that song. If someone finds out that I am the inventor of that song, they'll want to shake hands with me and say, "How do you do? My name is, Fritz so-and-so, and I'm from, wherever, and we're friends."
Ooh, and don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes blue?
The song's catchy title was inspired by a look of love, but not from a woman.
My working title was Don't It Make My Rainbows Blue. And I looked down at my dog, Amanda. She looked up at me and like this. She had big brown eyes, and she just sort of shaking her head like that. And I thought, gosh, that was so good. But as I was looking at her big brown eyes, it went, brown eyes turning to blue. That'd be good. And then I started to think, now that's too commercial. That's what I said, too commercial to myself. And Amanda was still looking up at me with those big brown eyes and like this, and she was just sort of nodding just like that. So she's really my co-writer on that, and saved the day, and that's how it became Brown Eyes Blue instead of Rainbows Blue. That's gospel truth.
Crystal Gayle brought a sparkle to country music by Singing Up a Storm. It won her 4 gold, 2 platinum albums, and the respect of Nashville's Grand Ole Opry legends. With success came worldwide adulation from fans, and a glitzy life she once only dared dream of. The performer, whose albums are even popular on the Moscow black market, got an early introduction to the music world. Born in the backwoods of bluegrass country, she was the youngest of 8 brothers and sisters, one of whom just happened to be Loretta Lynn.
When I first started out in my singing, I was singing ever since I was little. My sister, Loretta, got my foot into the door as far as a recording contract, and it didn't take me long to realize that being related to someone as famous as my sister wasn't going to help me as much as I needed. There's only one Loretta Lynn, and my sister told me, don't sing any of my songs because they're only going to compare. And then that's when I started doing my own style. I grew up singing all different styles of music, from folk, rock, pop, as well as country, and I love the blues. But, I love singing my sister's songs, but she said, don't do that. And I understood right away why.
As one of the biggest names in the country music capital, it seemed only natural when Crystal made her home in the rolling hills overlooking Rhinestone City.
I knew that was the place for me to go to record. Country music is really big here. As far as it's the roots, this is the main place. I moved to Nashville after my husband got out of college, and we came here, and Bill went to graduate school, law school, Vanderbilt University, and I started touring and working the road. I was recording, and I was working here, and of course, living here and working the road, you're not home a lot. Well, then, as the years have passed, and I have 2 children, they're in school, I feel very much a part of the community. I love Nashville because it is a big city, but it doesn't have that hectic pace. I don't feel like someone's going to run over me when I walk down the street.
With her husband, her children, and a hit career, you'd think Crystal's cup would overflow it. But Few fans realise this is one very busy bee. Not even her charity work, for which she received the ultimate acknowledgement, left her completely satisfied. So she fulfilled a secret dream she'd had since childhood.
All my life I've wanted to have a little crystal shop. Because I collect crystal. I've collected crystal for many years. My first piece was a Waterford piece. And from there I just started adding. And this little crystal shop I wanted to start turned into a much larger shop, which I'm real excited about it. We have porcelain, we have fine jewelry, we have about anything that you would find in a fine giftware shop. I love to give gifts of crystal, and I could never find what I wanted. And I thought, you know, I'd love to just open up a shop and bring in all the things that I love and I want to give people.
Between recording albums and touring, Crystal shimmers in her namesake store.
I love to just see how things are being displayed, give my 2 cents to everything. It's just a shop that, in a way, I can come in and it's got an atmosphere that is part of what I do.
Several things that need it, don't they?
Well, I have my own duster. I can help you.
Okay, that's great.
The down-home star never gives the brush off to her fans when they come a-visiting.
When I'm out and people recognize me, that's great. I don't mind talking to people. When I'm home, you know, I'm no makeup, you know, my jeans and my sweatshirt. That's a different Crystal. That's where you want to kick off your shoes and have a little time of just being someone that no one knows. But when I'm out in the public, you know, I'm public.
For the singing sensation who put her own special sparkle on country music, success is all or nothing.